inside Niagara Falls. Now we're about to experience the American side of the Niagara Falls. You're faster than me.
Here it is. Wow.
I can feel the fog on my face. What we see here are the Horseshoe Falls. Actually, let me show you where we are. We are here in Goat Island, just parked our car at this parking lot here. It's $10 to park here, but since we arrived late and possibly off season, we didn't have to pay. It really isn't a long walk to the viewpoints. It's about 300 meters or 0.2 miles. So yeah, the Horseshoe Falls. They are also known as the Canadian Falls and is the largest of the 3 waterfalls that form the Niagara Falls on the Niagara River. About 90% of the water in the river falls down right here. Its height is 51 meters. The Horseshoe Falls are called that way because it looks like a horseshoe. It lies in Ontario, Canada, and is separated to the other falls by Goat Island. 675,000 gallons per second.
Which means 2,555,150 liters a second.
Did you just calculate that out of your head?
Yeah, because it's standing right next to it.
Oh. From the American side, you get quite the view of Canada. There are binoculars and nice trails to walk on. There are other falls visible from where we are. They are the American Falls and the Bridal Veil Falls.
That's really cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's ice. It's ice formed by the water, I think. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. But it must be like around 0 degrees in the water.
Yeah. The American Falls are the second largest of the 3 falls and lie in New York, United States. Its height is 34 meters or 110 feet since we are in the US. Luna Island separates the American Falls from the Bridal Veil Falls, the smallest of the falls. I believe they are called that way because it looks like a beautiful bridal veil. Just 75,000 gallons per second, that's a small fall. There are various trails here, like this one is going to Luna Island, and this trail going to Terrapin Point to get closer to the Horseshoe Falls. And super close to the border, just look! But since there was snow there, the trails were closed. Other facilities that we didn't visit are the Top of the Falls restaurant right here on Goat Island, the Oren Lehman Visitor Center with a museum, gift shop, restaurant. There's also the Niagara Falls Observation Tower. As a Canadian who always only visited the Canadian side, I got to check out the American side in October 2018 for the first time, and I went to the observation tower. Great for photography. You will get a close view of the falls. And you can go for a boat tour.
Hey buddy.
Now we're finding our hotel room and we're calling it a day. Good night.
Good morning. We're standing outside the hotel we slept in last night. We're about to cross the border over to Canada so we can see from both sides and then we can compare them. We really enjoyed the American side, so let's see what Canada can give us.
Okay, we're also driving to Toronto later and it's gonna be 6 degrees Celsius. So I'm wearing my one and only sweater. And Vergar's going for the Canadian suit with sweater. We're ready for Canada. Oh, it's $3.75 to pay.
Where is cash? Are we in Canada now?
No. When we cross this bridge, we'll be in Canada. Cars to the right. Just pick one that says open or ouvert in French. It really was no problem to cross the border. I've heard it can be a long wait, but we didn't have to wait long. Again, maybe because we were early in the morning and possibly off season. The officer asked us a few questions and into Canada we were. And now we're in Canada, country 32!
Do you want to go To the falls?
Yeah, to the falls. Hey! Welcome to Ontario.
Are we allowed to do rides on red here?
I really don't know. That's the United States-Canada border. Look at that ice. Bird with view. These are the American Falls, and we looked at them yesterday and we were standing right there. These are the Horseshoe Falls, and yesterday we stood right there. From the border, there is this long park with many trails. We parked our car here and walked to the Horseshoe Falls. We got a cheap parking. We could have paid on this parking lot, but it was $20, also early in the morning. On the way, we saw this zip line facility, an ice cream shop, and the Table Rock Welcome Center with a food court and a Tim Hortons. Also, there is Journey Behind the Falls, where you can actually see the falls much closer and from below via tunnels. On the Canadian side, you can go into a cart in that tower there, and then you can see the falls from a height.
From a height.
Yeah. And it has a restaurant in it. These were the Canadian facilities, and there are more that I didn't mention. How many gallons per second do you think that is? Conclusion. First, parking. Parking in the US was $10, but for unknown reasons, we didn't have to pay. Parking in Canada was $20 or $15 US, so we parked a little further away to pay less. Point, United States. Both countries have great facilities and observation towers. They both had trails to walk on. Some of the American trails were closed. It is a little cool that you get to walk through tunnels and see the falls from below, so... Point, Canada. Lastly, the falls. In the US, you can stand really close to the American Falls and Bridal Veil Falls. In both countries, you get close proximity to the Horseshoe Falls. Here's our conclusion. We both think the Canadian side is already so much better. We've barely seen it, but we can see so much more from this side.
Yeah, the angle is much better.
You can see it on the map. As Vegard said, the angle is much better. So, points Canada. To sum up, 1 point for the United States, 2 points for Canada. We aren't here for the facilities, we are here to see the falls. If we would have gone up in any of the towers, we would have seen more, but from what we saw, the Canadian side is better. Hey Canada! Great Canada!
Thank you for having us, London.
I'm trying to grow this channel and my goal is to get 100 subscribers. I need your help, so please subscribe and help me get this channel started. Thank you. Save $14.
Grand view.
Oh, we're still on film.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.